All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Zombieland Saga, Season 2, Episode 3. Oh, yeah, right. So the best character ever is gone now.
Yes, indeed, indeed. But stupid zombies, we have to save Saga!
That's right.
Indeed, indeed.
After the previous episode, though, I feel like there is just no telling what this show will and won't do.
Yep.
Because, goddamn, the gags with that floppy, flaccid pompadour were just too much.
Too much.
And
too
I
much
loved
of it,
them.
darling.
I absolutely loved them.
And yet there cannot be enough.
Yep. And it was also great extra focus on, one of
That's
our
true.
main girls. So,
That's
if
true.
that continues, I'd love to see it.
Or at the very least, now that we focused on Saki, let's give another, kind of direct main, one zombie character-focused episode, and just do that for the whole cast.
Yep. And I'm not sure
that's
why...
That's a great second season, really, right there.
Yeah. And I'm not sure why, that surprised me that we ended up getting something like that in the previous episode, because, in the first season
kind of was.
That's what the first season kind of was, but that was also when, the characters were being introduced. But, let's get more focus on these girls.
Let's do that, yeah. I'm going to say it's Tai Yamada's turn.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We haven't gotten any focus with Tai yet.
Yeah.
Or Yugiri.
Time?
We haven't really gotten anything with Yugiri.
Yugiri has been hinted at with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because she seems to not only be the first person that might have been raised.
Yeah, or the oldest at the very least,
Well, she is, of course, the oldest.
Right.
That's obvious. I'm talking about whether or not how long she's been around as a zombie.
Yep.
And, interacted and helped Kotaro, because they have a unique relationship that the other zombies do not have.
And she seemed to also have a connection to the bar owner guy that knows about the whole zombie thing, which is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably just her work,
Could be.
But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, now be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, then come back here for the discussion. All right. Okay, cool.
All right.
Back into the deep and serious stuff here.
Love it.
We've got the Ai Junko classic combination character focus here.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yep.
All in all, I really like that Iron Frill is being used as the conflict source here by being something that is connected, well, of course, to Ai's backstory, but also to the idea of what it means to be a professional, serious, hardcore idol group that is mega successful to the point that they're getting a national tour. And in some ways, the only reason they're here in Saga is because their current leader is actually looking to seriously take Ai and yoink her from Fran Shosho, which is ballsy. I love it. This could be done in the next episode. This could be over as far as a conflict, but it also
totally
could be season 2's entire focus.
Right. And this is so when I think about, I'm not too familiar with idol groups and whatnot, but okay, this is an idol show, cool. It feels like it could have very similar vibes to a sports show, right? Where another idol group is another team that they can have a rivalry with and things like that.
Okay,
and the connection to Ai is a way for us to care about the the team basically beyond just, they're another idol group that is a technical rival and way better than them and all that stuff. But no, this is the kind of shit that you don't get really, not really in sports anime. Oh no, we're just gonna steal you away because this is performance. This isn't based on schools or anything like that. Come over here. Come join us.
That is actually a thing in almost every single sports related story.
But okay.
You should have come to Shiratori's.
No, I get that, right?
It's usually that it never works in sports things.
Exactly. Once it's done, it's sort of set, and then
it's just a request that's made because obviously Ai is not going to join Iron Frill.
Okay, that's a good point.
It's one of those things where
I suppose.
Obviously at some point the players are wanting to poach another player from the team, but no. If they're from the main cast or what have you, they're probably not going to go and join, Shiratori's instead of Karasuno.
Although that would be a crazy turn of events if somehow that did end up happening.
Crazy turn of events and has I think, 0% likelihood of happening.
So, by the way, I'm a zombie. I actually am Ai Mizuno. I just need to do makeup all the time, and, you guys are cool with that, right?
So, when I'm practicing, I am going to smell a little bit, but I keep reapplying this,
this perfume
that's really strong.
Right,
So, you're going to smell something really strong, but it won't smell bad.
When I think about the things that I've heard of idol controversies of
Yes.
like, oh no, one of
Yes.
them ends up getting a boyfriend, right? And it's their
Right.
career's over, right?
Yeah.
I can only imagine what it would be like if they found out, no, this person's dead.
This person's a literal zombie.
An actual zombie. Like, and it's not the entire group is a zombie,
yeah.
right? Because then they could potentially maybe kind of own that as their brand. But no.
Right.
Yeah.
So in this case here, Ai gets exactly what she wanted earlier on in season 1 before she had really become invested in Front Shosho. Now this offer comes afterwards, and it kind of throws back in her face the idea that you could actually maybe have everything you want. Now, it's a bit short-sighted because if she thinks about it a little bit more, she'd realize that there's no way that would actually work out in the long run because of the fact that, well, she's dead. So, this is a really painful thing for Ai to then have this dream, essentially, that she could have an opportunity to go back to the way things were happen. But no, it can't. But imagine what it must feel like for Junko, who probably also feels so out of place with this whole world of not just being in the modern world or what have you, in the current time or what have you, but also being in an idol group where she has to then juggle the fact that it's a team-based thing now. She doesn't have actually that much crossover in the things that made her stand out in the first place back in the
80s, I think it was.
Yeah, in the 80s. Yeah, Showa idol. Right, exactly. That's rough. And then, of course, the idea that if I were to leave, then she would be the one remaining professional idol or ex-idol in Front Shosho. So, like,
and what,
like she wouldn't be able to handle it, right? They've been leaning on each other a bit to kind of have that little bit of they understand the real grind. They understand what it's really like to be an idol. Yeah.
It can be fun to have the girls just be like, oh yeah, we're banging away on the drum and shaking the maracas. Yeah.
That was so fun.
That was fun, and it's showing that they are learning how to like improvise and put something together.
And they're
unified
in this.
But that is not something that would ever fly on a stage.
Yeah,
Like
not at all.
Never.
Not at all.
Never.
It was one of those things where I was just like, this show is a comedy, so they could make it work in the meta side of things where it's like, we know that it doesn't really gain them any new fans necessarily, but it would be funny, so we'd still want to see it.
Like maybe if they really leaned into like a retro look or something like that, then maybe.
I mean, hey, they have rapped before, so
that's true.
You could make it be like a beat thing.
Yeah.
Yo, we're here from Saga, and we're here to stay. Don't mess with us, or we'll blow you all away. They could find some ridiculous way to make it fun and funny, but what they need right now is to make a splash.
Right, they need to look professional.
Right, and Kotaro made this decision because of multiple things. It wasn't just because of Iron Frill there.
Yeah.
They were very intentionally showing us in this episode how everyone relies on Ai for, like, everything on stuff that they really shouldn't. And because Ai is so much of a gung-ho, like, I'm going to make us, acceleratedly, like, grow in a really accelerated way. They did that, but he removed her from that situation so that they could,
to be fair,
focus on building.
Right. Like, it probably also helps to have Ai, who does, like, even if she wasn't used to being a solo performer, does know how the whole idol thing goes, to basically go around and give additional marketing for the group, so that even if it's more of them being like, oh, this is number 3, right, it's still Fran Shosho going around and doing stuff, right? But, yeah, one of the things that I also really liked that they seeded in this episode, that, I was particularly very quick to make sure that no one else saw this.
Yes.
But that maybe, just maybe, Junko, you were her big inspiration.
Yeah, I want to go back to that part there, because I didn't actually see...
So, we weren't actually shown what the next video was.
Yeah, the next video.
But she was watching
Iron Frill.
She was watching Iron Frill and like, damn, it's good stuff, right? And then after that, she goes and she watches Junko's old video. Because even if we can't see it, we can hear the guitar.
Hear the song. Yeah.
And it's the same song.
I want to bring it up here. Yeah.
Acoustic guitar and everything, slow plucking of the strings.
Yep. It was absolutely the same one.
Yeah. And that's now, not that will necessarily make Junko's issue go away, right? If she finds out about that. But it could definitely give her a boost of confidence because, hey, this person that you look up to so much, you were that person she looked up to, right?
I mean that could be reading into it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But it also could be on a funny note. It could just be the YouTube algorithm knows you better than you even know yourself. And it's just like, the next recommended video. For some reason, we think you'd like this girl's song. Why? I don't know.
Maybe
but
you know her or something.
yeah. The last known location of this person was very close to where your IP is coming from now. So
That's actually how they end up getting found out. Is there's someone who's just like, works for like the internet company. It's just like going through their data for some reason. I don't know.
No human being would ever do that, Jacob. We live in the world of AI and shit. No human is actually doing
I know. But
this isn't like
somehow it's like, because it's the amount of information that they have on everybody is ridiculous, right?
I don't know you better than they. Like there's some cabal group that like, yes, the information that we have. Yes,
we both watched Inside Job, Caleb. We know how this works. Anyways, but yeah, I would love to see more of a connection between Junko and I, because they share a language that the other members of Friendshosho don't, right? And so and it makes sense that they would at the very least that I would have been aware of Junko when she was during her professional career, because if this was a famous idol of the past, right, even if it was, maybe 20, 30 years before, that's something that she would have a vested interest in, being well researched on, right?
Yes.
So, yeah, it doesn't have to be that she was like a big inspiration for I or anything, but that song was played for a reason.
Yeah, sometimes the YouTube algorithm is like, hey, when you're feeling down, you usually listen to this song, so we're going to recommend it to you. So here you go.
Yeah.
Also, just having all the characters kind of go into their shticks again, but also so much little bits of extra animation. You can just tell there's so much love and passion put into this show. It's adorable. It's just so sweet. I love the little moment with Sakura's head just sitting there, just being like,
yeah, that was like peak. Okay, these characters are zombies, so we can just have stuff like this happen.
Mm-hmm. And also, it's just fun watching Tai in the background doing her shit, and it's just like, wait. So someone is animating her when everyone else is sitting still, like doing something, and there's like voiceover. Tai is like, or like,
it felt like an alternate version of like how with like Kill la Kill or something. It's like, all right, let's have fan service while there's exposition to keep your attention, But in this case, it's just let's have Tai doing random zombie things,
distracting you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even something that's that like exciting.
Yeah, sometimes it's just her eyes making figure eights in a loop as she's watching a fly. And it's clearly repeat animation.
Or she's about to fall off like a ledge or something, while they're all doing something. It's just the idea of spot Tai in the scene. She's doing something ridiculous every single time without fail. But yeah, it was fun also seeing her banging on the drums. What if she was like some kind of like, I don't know, like musician in the army or something like that,
like a mascot within the idol group itself, where it's like, okay, there's the dance that the idol group is doing, but then there's Tai, and she's sort of like in the background, or like as like a focal thing of like contrast or something. I don't know.
Chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I can't wait for that to actually happen as they get so popular. That they have their numbers, of course, but then they also have their fan names that people start to kind of adopt and circulate through social media. And I want Ties to be like the Devourer of Worlds of something, or like, just like...
No, watch. The way that they get her to do coordinated actions on stage is that Kotaro is actually above the stage, puppeteering her with like bits of dried octopus on strings that he's like swinging around and like... in like a very practiced motion to get her to like go through all the movements. Yeah.
I love Tai bringing up the two different pieces, like, like I can't decide. And she's like, I don't think it really matters. Like,
they eat them both. Yeah, that was great.
But yeah, y'all, wonderful episode, wonderful setup for future conflict. And yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.